Hey, what's going on? This is the E-bike guy. Today I got another build video for y'all, and we're gonna be working on my son's E-Bikekid's e-bike. As y'all know, I did a video about the 750 watt befang motor that we had actually put in his bike because the 1500 watt hub motor had actually overheated with that bigger dirt bike tire on there. So I had the befang motor on the back burner, so we put that on and it provided a lot more torque. And so E-Bikekid loved it so much that he wanted actually to keep the hub motor, the gear hub motor on, and wants to weld the clutch. Now, shout out to E-Bike Builder who actually did a post and he did a video on his regen on these gear hub motors. So here you go. I got a befang hub motor, and it's already taken apart, and it's one of these spare motors I had from my buddy came, but it's overheated and everything because we was actually running a little bit more power, like what E-Bikekid was doing. So what we was trying to do with this one is see how we can weld that clutch in, and we actually didn't do it, but we did on another hub motor that we got. So, but anyways, but he did a video on how his regen working on his hub motor, on the gear ones, and it turns out it actually had good results. So I wanted to do the same to E-Bikekid's on. So what we're doing, I went ahead and ordered him a 2000 watt hub motor. Now, one of my viewers and subscribers actually comment on one of my videos. Oh, actually, E-Bikekid's video with the befang hub motor was saying, well, I would like to see what those 2000 watt hub motors from eBay do. So I was like, okay. So I went ahead and eBay and I saw it, and sure enough, they had a 2000 watt gear hub motor. Now I don't know if it's a 2000 watt, but I went ahead and got it. So if you're listening or if you're watching this video, I forgot what your name was though, but I appreciate the lookout. So we had actually got one. So this is a 2000 watt. This is a 60 volt. Now this is not 40 volt, 60 volt geared hub motor. Now we didn't already took this bad boy apart and we actually welded the clutch. So now that we have regen, so we have no one-way clutch in this thing. We just got full direct back and forth motion with the planetary gears. So what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be lacing this motor into this wheel right here. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing, and hopefully we have some very good results out of this hub motor. We won't know yet until we actually put it in, but without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get this hub motor laced into this wheel, and we're going to get back with you in a little bit. All right, so it's getting a little late outside, but I wanted to hurry up and finish that, and I was actually working out as well. But I already got the hub motor unlaced with the rim, and I got the spokes right here. And I did take that hub motor just to measure, just to put it to the side of the 2000 watt hub motor, and they both the same size. So the spokes is going to actually fit nicely in there. So all I got to do is do the same thing, is cross thread them. So you're going to cross thread, you know, so it's going to go here like that. Like that, you know, so they're gonna every two spokes, they're gonna cross each other, and so this side right here is gonna go on the outside of the rim, and then on the inside of the that's on the ground, it's gonna go on the other side, and that's basically about it. So I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna do the rest inside the house, but I'm gonna get me a shower because I've been sweating. It's been hot out here, so once I get me a shower, I can sit down, watch some TV. And I can lace this hub motor rim, so that way we can actually put this bad boy on his bike tomorrow, because he's actually riding right now on the hub motor that's on the bike right now. He's riding right now, but I didn't want to take the bike apart while it's still in motion. So I'm gonna go ahead and just lace it with this rim right here that was already off the bike. So yeah, let's go ahead and get to it. All right, so I finally got the wheel laced in. Also, I got the new rotor installed. Now, like I say, you got to do what you got to do in this time and age. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a true machine. I don't know how to actually put the rim right and left. So I just did each spoke, kind of, you know, like tighten them just a little bit at a time. And it's pretty, you know, it looks pretty even to me. So the rotor that we're going with is one of these right here. So it is a Shimano disc brake rotor. These are 180, so we have 180 in the rear and we'll have 180 right there in the front. So I'm taking those Bucklows floating rotors off because even though they look good, I'm gonna show you tomorrow when I take the rotor off is that it's not flat as this Shimano rotor. Where the bolt goes on, it has a crevice. So if it's not really flat, what's going to happen? You're going to torque these bolts down, and it's going to warp. And I'll show you what I'm talking about tomorrow. But anyway, so this motor is going to produce a lot of torque on this axle. So instead of us going back with these rinky-dink torque arms, what you see right here, that they're not nowhere near as big. I mean, not near as small as it's supposed to. Let me see here. All that play. See all that play right there? This is meant for like something like a 16 mil axle. We're gonna go with one of these ones that my boy James from over the pond sent me, which is right here, and it fits very snug, hardly no play whatsoever, and it's almost like a 1/4 inch thick. So we're gonna be using this on both sides of this axle, so we can sure that this axle doesn't torque out the dropouts. But yeah, so tomorrow what I'm gonna do is I'm going to be putting the tire on. I'm gonna get the rim tape on, and I'm gonna put the tire on, and then I got to throw these connectors on. I do have a Hall adapter, so that's gonna be a good thing right there. And then yeah, we get it together, and hopefully my son be able to ride it and see what difference does it make. I know it probably won't make too much of a difference because of the fact that there's a 2,000 watt hub. We can put more power to it without overheating it. So he'll probably be able to go through the trails in mode 2 and 3 instead of mode 1. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do it. Yeah. All right, so here it is. Here's the rotor that I just brought for Jacoy, and what I was saying, you see how the concave this is, like have a recess right here. Now this rotor is reverse. So when you put this on the right way, you know you're gonna have the writing and then the rotation direction and all that whatnot. So, but if you put this doesn't fit flush on the hub motor or the cover. So when you be torquing these down, what's going to happen? It's going to like cave in the center right here and cause this whole rotor to warp, and that's what we was having problems with. So we had, in order to alleviate that, we had to flip it over just like this, and then we torque our bolts down onto the cover. So that's why we're going with a different rotor setup. I'd rather have it to work right and without instead of working halfway and looking good. So but anyways, that's what we're going to be doing now, and we're going to be checking the tire and putting on the other hub motor. So I just wanted to show y'all that real quick. So as you can see, I got the torque arm on, and it's bolted right in the dropout, so there's going to be no play whatsoever. And I actually go in and put the freewheel on. I took this off the old motor, and I went ahead and put it on. So I went to Walmart and brought some accessories. So I got a chain repair kit because we're actually going to be putting a chain back on his bike. Also, I brought a 10 to 24 speed bicycle chain. Just some zip ties because his mom's bike needs some zip ties for the battery. Also, I brought this as well because I'm going to be using this. It's a Hyper Tough, and it's a just a little power strip that we're going to be using to charge the e-bikes up with the batteries, I'm going to say. So yeah, so I went and brought some stuff from Walmart, and also while we have the caliper off, and I'm going to be changing the front rotor on this e-bike, we're going to go ahead and put some pads on this bad boy. So it's gonna get a whole workover as far as maintenance goes, and we're gonna go ahead and get the zip tied and put it on the controller. So stay tuned. Okay, go ahead and put out there to the road. Okay. They got the new hub motor on now. Come here. You want to go test it over here right quick? Huh? What? Hold on. No, I gotta let them know that we did a whole new makeover on this darn thing. So we took so we got those rotors on. I think they look way better than the purple ones. Also, I did the wiring a little bit better than I had it previously. We got a new brake pads on it. I had to actually rise the caliper up on the rear because it was actually hitting the rotor for some reason. So it's a little bit higher than the Bucklows floating rotors that was on the bike. So we got it at 2,000 watts. So he's gonna go ahead and just take it around this little track, and then we're gonna take it over here, and then we're probably gonna run it all the way to the over here in the wide open space right here and see how it turns out. So let's go ahead and go across the street. Up. Oh yeah, regen's got it to be turned down. I told you. So yeah, that's way too much. Okay, so we definitely got to turn. I knew regen's gonna be way too much for that. So let's go ahead and turn it down a little bit, okay? I noticed that you don't hear the gear noise in this one. They did the befang motor for some reason. Yeah, you don't even hear it. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, the befang motor, you can hear that gear whining. Now it sounds like it's like a direct drive now. Go ahead. What happened? My seat. Oh, the seat. It went all the way down, huh? Okay, hold on. You can put it on 2 if you want. Okay. Yeah. See, it don't even sound like a gear hub motor. I wonder why. Yeah, huh? I know, too many ruts. We'll go on the other side right quick.
But the regen.
Yeah, the regen. Yeah, it's crazy, ain't it?
This like doesn't even work. This like doesn't even work.
Okay. Let me see.
The regen.
I know, right? I know. Go ahead. So unfortunately, we had a mishap. So we got the old motor back on now. I'm gonna show you what happened to the new motor, and it was totally my fault. It was totally my fault. So you know, you learn from your mistakes. I definitely learned from my mistakes, and we're gonna go back right now. I'm gonna put it back on charge because we're gonna go for a big e-bike ride. So we're just trying to make sure that it's working real good before we go. And yeah, so let's go back and put it on charge, and then we'll go back to Roy's house, okay? And I'm gonna show them what happened to our new motor, okay? So y'all looking, here's a pile of junk right here. So I'd have been, you know, what happened was when the gear stripped on E-Bikekid's bike. So this is the motor that I just brought not too long ago, and it was my fault, man. I messed around and I cut through the axle by mistake, and I just decided not to even bother with it no more. And also I tried to fix the befang G60, and upon of getting well, what happened was the magnets, I think not this one. Let's see here. I believe it's this one. No, it's not that one either. Definitely not that one. So I believe it was this one. So I believe it was the magnets came unglued, so it started making a crazy noise. So I tried to switch the magnets. I guess you can say flywheel, because almost like a flywheel like you use on a dirt bike or four-wheeler. But anyways, oh, it's this one. Yeah, these are the ones that came unglued. So I tried to get the stator out. Actually, the stator itself is still stuck in there. And when I try to get it out, this darn thing came undone. Hold on, let me see where it's at. Let me see, where is it? It's in here, because I was still stuck on the darn thing. I just had it. Oh, here it is, right here. This came undone. So this came undone with the stator, and it ripped all the Hall sensors up, the wires, everything up. So it was a big headache. So I just ordered another motor, and I'm learning from my mistakes. You know what I mean? This is a learning curve. Nobody's not perfect, you know, and you know, I you know what I'm saying, I wasted a lot of money on this, you know, but I need my son to ride his e-bike, so you know. But anyways, I'm gonna show you the gears, what happened with this stator right here. This one I'm gonna show you the gears that happened. I ordered some metal ones, so when I go back home I'll show you that one, okay? But in the meantime, my buddy, he made this from scratch. I gave him this QS273, and you know, we got the all escapes on here, we got the controller, got a 52-volt battery. Just one? Huh? Oh, the jack? Okay. So anyways, he's pretty much ready to ride it. You know what I'm saying? Still some minor adjustments to it. And, you know, we're going to go ahead and have him to ride it. All right, so we got his blue tire off. We had put another more aggressive tire on his front. We're going to be keeping this tire just in case he wants to go back blue again. But we're going to throw this in the garage. So we're going to put that to the side because it still got good treads on it. And that is the hub motor right there. Now I already laced this in with the rim. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that bearing out. And when I get the new hub, and I'm going to pop, no, not the hub, yeah, when I get the new hub, I'm going to pop the stator and the planetary gear set inside this motor or the hub, and still can utilize this shell right here because I don't want to relace it. You know what I'm saying? It's already laced good and everything. So I'm waiting on the mailman to come. It's supposed to come today, but when the mails come, I'm gonna go ahead and put the tire on and get this all cleaned up, so that way we can put the new bearing and the new stator inside, and I'm gonna put the disc brake on. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. And also, I wanted to show you the aftermath of what happened. Now, y'all already seen the bearing. So this is what I did. So I welded the clutch. It's completely my fault. So I had to cut it up just to get the clutch back off. And what happened was when I welded it, if y'all can see right here, when I welded it, it was a little bit of weld was sticking out, and that's what took out the bearing. So now when I weld this clutch up, I'm going to make sure that this is flush with the clutch itself. And then as you can see right here on the gears, so that they was all messed up, you know, and that was my fault, you know what I'm saying, rushing it and everything. And this is what happens, you know what I'm saying, when you do rush things and you don't double check, triple check everything. So now I learned from my mistakes. I'm going to do this right, so that way I won't have to be spending a lot of money and getting my son's bike in perfect condition. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Get this welded up. I'm not welded up, but get that bearing out and get that tire on so we can go. And also, yeah, get the new clutch welded up so we can have regen. Guys, so I came from a buddy's shop and we got the clutch welded. And I'm not going to do that again. I'm not finna do where I had welded this clutch in and the one-way roller clutch, and I left the welds out, and that's what ruined the bearing. So let me get that. So there we go. So now it's all flush, and then now we're going to install it, and yeah, we're going to see what this bad boy do. So I initially got the new bearing on, and here's the old bearing. So here's the new hub stator with the rotor magnets, and then we're going to be slapping our clutch on. So we're gonna be slapping that on right quick and get it all ready, so that way we can go ahead and grab this boy rolling again. But unfortunately the front tube is flat, so I got to figure out what's going on with that, and then we're gonna get back. Hopefully we're going to get this ride today. All right, so here's the finished product. So we did switch out the blue tire for more aggressive knobby tires, so that way he can go in the okay, hold on, we got to put the motor direction on 1, so we're going to do that in a few minutes, but I'm going to tell him what's going on first. Okay, so we do got the motor on. I had to do the right spacing. The torque arms is nice and tight, so we're going to see what she does out in the field. Okay, so he's ready to ride. We had to change the motor direction. I had to actually do an auto learn for some reason, because it still was going in reverse, even though I changed the motor direction from 1 to 0. And so yeah, he's gonna go. Might be a little too much regen. I don't know. It sounds like it. It sounds like it's got less regen. Yeah. All right, ready? All right. So he's gonna go over his track now. We already did the video with the befang motor, but we just want to upgrade it to a 2000 watts, so it'd be less heat, and then we don't want to burn up the motor. And also this has this much Couldn't handle more heat than the 1500 watt direct drive motor that he got. All right, go ahead, son. What's going on? Go ahead. Dang, hold on. What the hell was that?
I think I heard it.
You hear that? Huh? Okay, so we're going to be coming up here where it's a nice little straightaway because the other field was a little too sandy for Ebikekid.
Not sandy. Like ruts.
Yeah, he said he hates ruts. All right, let's try it again. Go ahead. Yeah, give it more throttle, son. Just go. Yeah. That thing got, yeah, that is, yeah. I mean, these hub motors ain't meant to have all that power though, but yeah. Go ahead if you can go full. You don't have to. You don't have to like spin out. You can just go easy on it if you want. Oh, hold on. All right, so we had some more problems, man, with the other motor, and the other motor was a 48 volt. I'm gonna show you. I'm just doing this right here. So this is the old stator that came off the first 2000 watt. Now this is rated at 60 volts supposedly. Now the new one I brought was only 48 volts, and it didn't even go down the street maybe 2 or 3 times, and the magnets came undone. So I noticed that. I'm gonna show you. I noticed what was going on with that, and maybe y'all can shed some light on what saying what the deal is with these manufacturers that actually not putting these motors together properly. You know what I mean? So now I'm finna what I had to do is I had the stator support. I had to keep it because the old one was ruined. So this does come apart. I'm going to show you. So it does come apart, and you can actually separate the stator support from the actual stator itself, and that's what I just did. And then so I'm going to be putting this on, and then I did put some epoxy so this doesn't move the stator actually from the stator support. And then so I'm going to be working these Hall sensors in, and then I'm going to do my phase cable. I have the blue one to go, and then I'll do the Hall sensors, focus Hall sensors, and then I'll show you the finished product. And then we're going to go outside and show you what happened with the other motor. All right, let me give you a quick rundown. So I got this stator fixed. So this is the 60 volt stator, and the 48 volt one is right there. And I just brought that today. I welded the clutch engine, as y'all noticed. But I did notice a thing that when the magnets came undone, let me show you what's going on. So look at that. So he didn't get from, let me show you what's going on. So he rode from that stop sign all the way to the end of the street. So he made like 2 passes. So it wasn't high speed or anything, it was on mode 1. And then as soon as he came back and made another pass, it started making a high-pitched noise. And I told him to come back, and we was going to examine the motor, and that's what I found right there. Now, what I was going to do, I was going to just take, I guess to say the flywheel, I'm going to call it the flywheel. I was going to take this flywheel and switch it with the one that came on a 60 volt. Well, apparently this is too big. So when you put this stator inside this flywheel right here, it has almost a 1/4 inch of play between the magnets and the stator. I was like, I'll be damned. So what I went ahead and did is I needed this part right here because this part right here was ruined. And so I told you this separates from right here. So that can separate if you have enough force. Now it's really not worth it, y'all. I tell you one thing, you know what I'm saying? It's not really worth the hassle. I'm just more he loves the power of these hub motors. So as me being a dad, you know what I mean, trying to get him you know what I'm saying, the best of both worlds, a little bit of speed and a little bit of acceleration, that I'm going through great lengths to actually fix it. Not really rigging up stuff, but just, you know, trying to make it work properly. And I'm coming to the impression that the gear hub motors is not the way to go, especially for high power use. It's going to have to be a direct drive, but hopefully I can get this running to where I can save up enough money to get a 3,000 watt hub motor to go on back of that wheel, going back of the bike. So hopefully this 2,000 watt 60 volt stator should do the trick, but that 40 volt is a no-go. And like I said, I don't know, I'm actually doing this, you know what I'm saying, not to show that how bad the work is, but let's go down to the magnets. So you can see there's no play between the magnets and the flywheel itself. Let's get a good one. If you notice here, there's play. Let me show you. Let me get my screwdriver and show you what I'm talking about. So right here, right there, where my screwdriver, there you can see a little bit of darkness right there. So there's really no contact for the epoxy to adhere to the outside of this flywheel. But as you can see right here, it does. Right there. So there's basically no clearance right there. And that kind of had me thinking a little bit. But as you know, now my buddy made an assumption that this is curved here but not there. So it's kind of where he said they've been reversed. I don't know, but it look like these are more curved than opposed to the ones right there. They look more straight. So we're gonna go with this flywheel right here, so we can throw it on this here stator right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that. Hopefully this works. We're gonna go ahead and put it in the stator and check it and make sure everything's good. All right, so here we are. So here's the bike. After 8 hours of fixing this bike and doing all swapping and everything, it worked for a little bit, and then he tried to accelerate in the trails. And let me show you what's going on. I already know what's going on. I mean, the wheel, the gears in there stripped, so I already know what happened inside. The hub motor is good. So what I'm gonna do, when I get the metal gears, I'm going to save it, and I'm going to put it up and put it up. Probably put it on one of these e-bikes here. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going. Hold on. So here it is. So I have my son's old 5,000 watt hub motor. So we're going to be lacing this motor into a 20-inch wheel. So let's go and get started, and I'll tell you exactly what's going on after I lace it in. Hey, what's up? This your boy E-bikeguy. Today we got a little bit of repair video or some rigging video. So here we are. We got two hub motors, two stators at best. So we have so these two are 1,500 watt hub motors. That one went on E-Bikekid's bike. So we had overheated it, and so my buddy E-bikeguy sent me a good stator. So we're going to be trying to switch out the axle, because I believe they're both the same. It's just that the one on my son's was longer. So we're going to be switching that out and try to repair his e-bike, because the gear hub motors are not working. And I put a 5,000 watt hub motor on it, but it keeps popping a hall sensor error. So what I'm trying to do is I got to do a lot of work today. Try to switch out the axles, got to fix the motor cable, and let's see what else I need to do. And I believe that's about it, but we're going to try to get it ready to ride today until I get a proper hub motor that can handle the power. I think we're going to go with 3,000 watt. But anyways, until then, he'll have to ride this. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. First thing we're going to do, that's a little clip right there, like a circuit clip. So we're going to take that circuit clip out, and then we're going to cut the phase wires and the hall sensor wires. We already know where they go at because of this here. Like the whole sensor have been replaced on this bad boy before. I believe so. I don't know, but we're going to cut the motor cable and everything out so that way we can get the axle out. This axle is shorter because it was on a that wheel right there. So there's a 135 mil dropout, and the axle right there is for a 170 mil dropout. So the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna switch the axle. And if you have a press, like I have right there, a shop press, that is going to be really beneficial to actually get the axle out of the stator. So I got the axle out of the burnt motor or stator. So as you can see, I have a nice bit socket up under there, and that's going to support the stator right here. So that way it doesn't, you know, bend or anything like that. But you know, so just give it a little some tug right there, and as soon as it breaks like that, then you can go ahead and grab that sucker and get it on out of there. As you can see, I'm doing right now, and hopefully the axle will fit. Okay, so it's almost out. All right, and let's take that out. Take that out right quick. See what we got, and I pretty much can knock it out now since it's already out. So let's go ahead and do that right quick. All right, so here's the axles I got out. As you can see, that the one out of the good stator, it's considerably shorter than the one out of E-Bikekid's e-bike. So that's what we're gonna be doing, is actually putting this axle right here in this stator, so that way we can go ahead and get this wired up. And this is, and to tell you the truth, man, if you got decent amount of tools, you could do this right here at home, and you don't have to send this off to nobody to actually get the axle pressed down and everything. And that's why I've really stressed on the DIY aspect of everything, you know what I mean? So that way you can save money, especially if you have the skills behind it, you know, hands-on skills. You can do this yourself. If you have, like, you know, a spare motor with a shorter axle, basically the same type of stator. So these axles is going to fit. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and press the long axle into the good stator, and we should be good to go. So I got the new axle in, or the old axle off of E-Bikeguy bike. So I got that in. I got the circle clip in. Now we're going to do is take the motor cable, and we're going to wire it back up. So let's go inside and wire this up right quick, and then we'll be able to pop this back in the hub, and I got to lace the other wheel. So let's go and do that. All right, so she's wired up. Got all the phase good. I got all the hall wires good. Now all I got to do now is do some connections on this, and then hopefully we'll have it done. All right, so I got the hub laced in with the wheel, and I got the tire on, so it's nice and pumped. And I do have to change the front tube. I'm not going to patch, I'm just going to change it out, and I got to make sure that there's no thorns inside that tire, because I did change it one time and it still went flat, and that was a brand new tube in there. So definitely going to change that out right quick. And then now we're going to have to get the stator in. Now I know it's looked rusted and all this stuff, and clean it out with a wire brush, blah blah blah, but you know, I ain't gonna do that. It's just something temporarily, no sense, until we get our 3,000 watt hub motor onto this. So yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get the stator in, cover it up. You gotta put the disc brake on, which is on this one. So we're gonna put the disc brake on and see what we got. So I have ran into another roadblock, is that that hub right there, the magnets on that will not fit on the stator that I just put the new axle on, because if you notice, the magnets, okay, they're thicker. Okay, so here's the one the stator came off. These are thinner. So the stator wouldn't fit inside this. So I had to take this back off, unlace it, take the tire back off, which is a pain, and then I had to lace this hub in. Hopefully it doesn't cause no issues with the fitment of the covers. I hope not. Hopefully we can get this bike running today, and and everything be all good. But I'm not gonna put the tire on yet until I actually get the hub, the stator, and everything in and tighten it up. So let's hope that works. All right, so what I did, I had went ahead and brought him a new hub motor. So we went with a 3,000 watt hub motor, as you can see right here. It's pretty much brand spanking new, and I just got tired of the headaches with the other hub motor, so I went ahead and just brought a brand new one. So hopefully I got it laced up. And I will tell you, fun fact, the 5,000 watt MB powered, the 1,500 watt, the 2,000 with a 170, 190 millimeter dropout, all can go in this rim with the same spokes. So yeah, not bad at all. So we're gonna go ahead and get to riding. So I got my son's bike on the charger. We finally got the 3,000 watt hub motor on now. So as you can see, it has a really beefy torque on now. I got to get a bolt to actually fit it. So I'm gonna be going on my buddy's warehouse to fit that bolt on now. And but let me show you the torque arms. Thanks to my boy James Harris over there. He supplied me with a lot of torque arms for the application. So hold on. Yeah, man. So check these bad boys out. So he sent me a whole bunch of these, and I love these torque arms right here, man. They are so beefy. I mean, look at that. Look how thick they are. That's almost like almost what, not a quarter inch, but they're pretty thick. So I think this is a 14 mil, and then he sent me some 16s as well. So I think this is a 16 mil right here, and then we got some screws to lock those in. So definitely a shout out to James for sending me these torque arms. I'm gonna have a link in the description where you can actually get this, because he does have his own store. So definitely gonna have a link in the description where you can grab these torque arms for if you need some for your application. But anyways, these are the gears I was gonna put in the befang motor, but I never got a chance to it. So I guess I'm gonna save these for a different project. So yeah, but anyways, we're gonna get my son's bike charged up and be ready to go. We're gonna take it to my boy Maurice's house so he can actually do some stunting on it. But yeah, let me get up out of here, man. Yeah, so we finally got the 3,000 watt hub motor now. After he overheated the 1,500 watt, and then we tried the befang motor, and by far the befang motor did last a lot longer. We did put up a ride video with that motor, and then we wanted to upgrade to a 2,000 watt geared hub motor. And then we went down this trail that E-bikeguy always does. As soon as he came back this way, we had a strip gear. And see, those gears, they're heli cut gears. They're straight cut, like the befang motor. And then the keyway that goes from the axle to the clutch, it was starting to strip out. So those motors from eBay cannot handle the power that E-bikeguy bike can produce. So we went ahead and went with a 3,000 watt hub motor. That is a perfect match for the Far Driver 72 360. So without further ado, my son's gonna he wants to ride for a minute, and then after that we're gonna go to my buddy Roy's house, and he's gonna hit those trails as well as he's seen in other video. As you know, that we did replace the blue tires with a more aggressive off-road front tire, and yeah, I had to put new brake pads on it. So we got brand new brake pads on it. I had to extend the rear caliber up a little bit, because we are rocking 180s instead of 160s. You know what I mean? Because this bike can reach a lot of top speed. So yeah.
Can I put on level 3?
Yeah. Go ahead, man. Oh man, he loves that back tire. I was trying to tell him to get a less aggressive back tire. That was mainly because it's a heavier tire, and you know, I didn't want to wear the tire. But that 3,000 watt is a killer, and my son's actually riding very good. And those front forks, the KK front forks, man, is riding excellent suspension. So he's not really going all over the place. So it got a lot of pull, don't it? Yeah, I know. That's like it's pulling, boy. I mean, when you took off from here, you just, I mean, it wasn't really no stopping. You was just gone. You know what I mean? So we're gonna take it to the house later on today because we got a special guest that's coming. My boy at Boss Custom Bad Bag and Seat. He actually gonna be coming, and he's gonna be watching you when he gonna watch you ride at Roy's house in the trails. So so we gonna definitely have him to see your bike in action though. You know, cause your bike is truly a beast of a kid's bike. You know what I mean? And I think, you know, a kid that has your experience will love something like this, you know? Yeah. So yeah, take it down the road, man, down the trail. Oh my goodness, yeah. I think, man, direct drive is the way to go, man, far as pure power goes, you know, because we try to do the geared hub motors and, you know, oh my God. Oh my goodness, he just wheelied in.
I caught the wheelie.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I seen that. Yeah. So geared hub motor is the way to go.
It came up real high.
You didn't panic. That's another thing. You don't panic. You know when the wheel's lifting up, and you can get off that throttle, and get back into it. You know what I mean? So, and then that's the main thing. You know your power. You know the power of your bike. You know what I'm saying? But the motor changes a lot. It changes a lot. You know. So, and that gear hub motor is not even gonna run hot. It's gonna run really cool because it's a better motor for your controller, for your application. You know. So, all right. Well, we're gonna conclude this video, this riding video right here, and then we're gonna go back to my boy's house, and then we'll ride some more there.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I'm recording the whole thing. So we went from the gear hub motor. I'm talking about we started off with the gear hub motor, and then advanced all the way to right here because of the fact that the gear hub motors did not work. We went from the 5,000 watt, it didn't work, so we went a brand new 3,000 watt hub motor. And now, as you can see, we got the tummy bike icon look, or the tummy bike look, period. And we're fitting Ebikekid or E-bikeguy a new battery with a 72 volt, 40 amp hour battery. So we actually is going to dismiss the down tube battery. I gave it to my buddy right here, and now it's on his bike right here, as y'all see. So now he upgraded from 25 to 40 amp hours on his bike. So we're trying to upgrade everybody's bike so that way we can have a lot more range. So we're trying to get, let's see who else needed some, so we can walk you over to the X3 Max. It got what, 40 amp hours too? Yeah. So they got 40 amp hours over there too. So that got long range. That was long range. This fixed to be long range. This no here fixed to be long range because actually here's the 15S, I mean not 15S, but 14S. This is a 15 amp hour battery. 52 volts, so it's gonna take the 23 amp hour battery plus the 15, which is 35 amp hours. Am I right?
I don't know what that one is.
Yeah, that's 23.
Okay, yeah.
That's 23. And
Plus
then,
that?
yeah, this is 15.
So
15. So it's like what, 40?
15, 23?
Yeah. The 38. Yeah. So we're gonna be focused on E-bikeguy bike, getting it ready, so that way when he get home, if it's not raining, he can try it out outside in the field, where they love to ride their e-bike. So let's get to it. We're gonna start it. All right. So my boy that made some brackets to mount the far drive control up on the bike. And I'm telling you, man, this is gonna be identical to the tongue bike. So that's what we're doing right now. And now I guess what we're gonna be doing, we're gonna be welding this down at the bottom. Then we're gonna be doing some cable management, and then fitting the battery inside the frame. And then yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and paint it while we're doing the mounting at the bottom. All right, so we got the brackets welding up. We're just gonna go ahead and do the darn thing, cause we you know what I'm saying, a waste of money went into the hub motor. So, and then we was suffering range, so we're trying to get that range all good to go, and we're gonna paint that too. So. All right, now you should better go. Hey, Ebikekid, come this way. Yeah. Yeah, it's a little.
Probably get new to it.
Yeah. Hey, more power, son. Huh? Yeah, more power now. So we got the weaker battery. Oh boy, that's the difference. You know, it had a weak weld on that one. That's not. I did that with a different welder though. So now I built his bag with the glitter 811H, the new welder I just did. He's on power level 3, so he looks like he's taking it easy. So he's gonna even go faster too. What? Why say that? Yeah. Then it could be the spokes are loose. But how does it ride now?
Good.
Oh yeah? Hold on.
I
Yeah.
didn't know I was on 3.
Hmm?
I didn't know I was on 3.
Yeah.
I wasn't
I don't
I wasn't here on the way because I was going through some wet stuff.
yeah. Oh, yo, man. Yeah, he give it some throttle, it'll stand up. Oh,
I can't really hit the throttle because every time I hit the throttle,
you want to lift up?
no, water gets in my eyes.
Oh yeah. Well, I want you to come here and then hit the throttle on the wet sand. See what see the power of it. Dang, that's a beast now. Hit it. Yeah, that's that, man. That thing is something else now, Roy. Yeah.
Did you turn up the amps more or what?
No, it's just
There's probably still more amps in there, or is it maxed out?
it's way more amps in though. It's a 450 amp battery now, so but the control is only I can put a 5-driver 72450 on there.
Probably not necessary.
Yeah, but yeah, what do you think? It's even more crazy now, huh?
I drifted again over there.
Yeah, like he can go around that corner and just give it throttle halfway, and it'll start to lift up.
I know it was lifted up right here.
Yeah, now he's on mode 3 though. I say he can be on mode 3, you know, say anytime he wants now. What happened? Oh. I think it's job well done, ain't it?
You gotta see what I did about there.
I am. I'm gonna go up there. I think it's a job well done, huh?
Yes.
You love it now?
Ooh, my battery.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Oh, the battery. Yeah, I gotta put a scrap right there. So I'm gonna put a scrap here too to hold it. Okay.
Okay.
So let's go. Just go in the garage right quick. Okay.
I want to show you what happened.
Hold on. Let's put a scrap right there first before that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I guess that is it for the long overdue video of Jacoy's or E-Bikekids. Now 3,000 watt e-bike. We have upgraded from the 1,500 watt, blew that up, had gear hub motors, stripped the gears in that, overheated those, and thought we were gonna have more torque, but it seems like we needed apparently more battery, and then we need a motor. So now we have a perfect combination, and he's so happy that he got his bike on the road. And yeah, so that was a long journey, and it finally come to an end. And he's ready to ride. He's ready to tear up some trails tomorrow. That's right.
And you gotta see what I did in the trails.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and see right quick though. All right, so this is the e-bike guy, and I'm finna go see what he did in the trails. And I see y'all in the next one. Peace.